If all fish originally come from outdoor bodies of water like lakes and rivers and streams and oceans and whatnot, then what makes some fish so special that they get to live inside all the time? Why do some fish always have to live outside? Poor koi fish got to deal with the elements, the bugs and the raccoons and the storks and herrings coming down and scooping them up. I say, damn that. I keep butterfly koi indoors. I'm gonna tell you why right now. What's up, all you stone cold illmatic fish keeping funkadelics? Today we're talking about my 75-gallon butterfly koi aquarium. I'm gonna tell you why it exists. I'm gonna tell you how I keep them, and I'm gonna tell you what my plans for these fish when they get monstrous. So yeah, I got a 75-gallon koi fish tank in my living room, and it's honestly a very satisfying tank. Let me tell you how this fish tank came to fruition. It's not a view grab of, he's keeping koi fish inside to have some content that nobody else has. No, that's not the case. In fact, I did the koi fish tank way back when I was starting out the aquarium hobby, because I thought, when I was selling fish in the fish store, I used to look at these koi sideways, and I used to think to myself, they're really good looking fish, but everybody always keeps them in ponds, and you just got this downward view, which actually, you know, the butterfly koi with their long fins, they look really good outdoors, but they look even better indoors in my opinion. Hey, let me just get a second at a time. Listen, I'm gonna get back to the koi, but if you enjoy this content, if you enjoy me and the way I bring you content, then please subscribe. All right, I got more coming. I got more that's been done. Just check those out. Hit the like button. It's a small gesture on your part, but it does wonders in showing the algorithm gods that this video and Aquafunk is worth the damn. Like, share, sharing helps a lot. You might not know this, but if you were to put this out on your Facebook, and I get a lot of traction from people in their Facebook group, so please consider helping out. Hey, listen, you know what? I'm also really vamping up my members only thing. If I could figure it out, but it's coming. It's coming. Members only. If you want to do members only, I will have more content on members only, and there's it's there now, where it's a little bit more raw of my thoughts. You know, this is polished, this is clean, this is made for the masses. Members only is made for y'all funkadelics out there, you degenerate, nasty, grimy funkadelics. That's what that's for. Thank you in advance. But they look even better indoors in my opinion. When you're looking at them sideways. I mean, if you kept them in the outdoor pond with a sideways viewing panel, then hey, that's beautiful. Mwah. Most people don't have that. He's got a preformed tub or a hole in the ground, and that's where these fish stay, and you only get one view. This 75-gallon used to be my Mimbuna tank. It was my mixed peacock tank, African peacock tank, and they all did. PED, they did, and the reason why they died is because of multiple reasons. It was a catastrophe. I'm gonna do a video about it. It was like a whole lot of things lined up, and the universe just decided these fish were not gonna make it another day. Video coming soon. I needed a fish that didn't need a heater. I needed a fish that wasn't shy. I needed a fish that I didn't really have to deal with that much, and I wanted something beautiful. These koi fish fit the bill perfectly. I didn't want to do goldfish. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a goldfish fan. I'm not a goldfish hater, but I'm not a goldfish fan. My homeboy Dan from Consolidated Fish Farms, he always has koi. He always has butterfly koi. And let me tell you the difference between koi and butterfly koi so that you know why I'm picking them. First of all, normal koi, right? A little bit more chunkier. And their fins are a little bit more stubbier and rounder. You know what a koi looks like. I ain't gotta tell you. It looks like a big goldfish with more colors. You know what I'm saying? The colors is like. Whereas the butterfly koi, this is a very interesting fish because it's not actually a full-bred koi. It's a hybrid between. All right, you have to follow me on this one. So the koi, the butterfly koi, is actually a hybrid between a wild carp and a domesticated koi, which a domesticated koi is a selectively bred fish derived from the common carp. So it's some ancestral thing going on. Anyway, butterfly kois have more of a slimmer body, longer, not as thick and robust as the traditional koi. And their fins are crazy long, and they have a lot of metallic to their scales. So it's like they're little shiny metal robot thingies swimming around your tank with long flowy fins, right? I think they're beautiful. They're little Fu Manchu thingies, sometimes longer. They're longer than normal koi fish. So that's the big difference, right? And I got them in there and they did exactly what I wanted them to do, but I found out they did more. I did not realize this. I did not realize how interactive with humans koi fish are. I didn't know that. I did some more reading up on them and whatnot, and some people say, okay, so some people say that they recognize their owners. I believe that, just like a cichlid would, but it's so stupid. There's a large population of people out there that believe that the koi fish know their own names. All right, Bucky, stop that, Bucky. Come, Bucky, leave Lola alone. Lola, come here, Lola. You so cute, Lola. The fish know their names, y'all. I don't really know all about that, but I do know that they are way more interactive with me than I assumed that they was gonna be. So, yay for me, because I love having interactions with fish. I don't like fish that kind of just give two ducks about you and just swim and wait to be fed. I like when they come up and do all that stuff. Another thing I've noticed about their behavior is that there are times where they all swim in this this ball, you know what I mean? Like almost like they're schooling. And then there are other times where they're just all spread out doing their own thing. So that's a little interesting to me, watching fish school and then not school. Like I said, I do this more for the observing and learning about behavior than anything else. So temperature was one of the big things. I didn't want to put another heater in there, so I keep my house at 74. And normally aquarium tanks are about 5 degrees less than ambient temperature. So if it's 74, that makes it 24, not 74. And the temperature is one of the reasons why people leave them outside, is because they can handle the colder temperatures. There's a couple of issues when dealing with koi. Let's talk about the filtration. And the filtration and the food go hand in hand. You don't really have to worry about oxygenation too much as long as you have somewhat surface temperature, because the colder temperature water, it allows for oxygenation way better than warmer water, like Angels at 82 or what have you. The 75, 70, 60. The less warmer temperature is better for oxygenation. I do have a power head in my aquarium, which I really don't need because my canister filter produces enough flow for ample oxygenation, but I got it, so I use it. That's the only thing. I do feed them a koi goldfish. Oh, it's a Hikari thing, right? And it's a moist koi fish food, has natural color enhancements, krill and all that stuff, and they're primarily veggie matter. I feed them 3 times a day. Let me tell you why I feed them 3 times a day. carp, goldfish, koi, butterfly koi, they don't have traditional stomachs. Like, you know, like you eat your food and it goes down your esophagus and then it goes into your belly bag, and then from your belly bag it gets digested, and then it goes, you know, the enzymes and the acids and secretions, they break it down, and then it goes into your bowels and your upper bowels and middle bowels and lower bowels, and then out your bowel hole. Your bowel hole. They don't have that. They pretty much just have the tubes with no real stomach, and it digests the food as it goes through the bowels and out their bowel hole. So there's no place for this food to just sit and get digested fully. So you want to feed them a fish food that don't have a whole lot of additives and stuff like that, because they don't get much nutrition from their diet to begin with. It takes about 4 hours from when a koi fish eats something till it right out the poop chute. So that's why people think they crap a lot. It's because the food is pretty much going straight through. It doesn't sit there and kind of just accumulate and come out at one time. It just comes out regularly as they eat throughout the day. Gotta feed them a little bit multiple times a day is the way you want to do it. If you're looking at the fish, you have an aquarium in your home, you want that water to be pristine, because people gonna come over, they're gonna see fish tank, they're gonna smell it, and they're gonna think you're a terrible fish keeper if you keep it exactly the same way you would a pond and let the stuff that happens at a pond happen in your house. Yeah, you're gonna be called, you need to call the SPCA on you because you're treating them fish wrong. Now, as you feed them well, they grow. Now, here's the problem that a lot of people are gonna say: 75 gallons. And by the way, I think I have 8 in there right now. I need more. I'm gonna get more. I shouldn't get more, but I am. In 1 year, they can get like about 6 to 8 inches if you give them clean water and feed them well. They could grow about 6 to 8 inches. These fish will grow well over 2 feet. Some of them, you know what I mean? Well, the butterfly koi is kind of new, so you know, some people think that the full size of a koi is debatable. Butterfly koi is debatable, but a regular koi can get up to 40 inches. So what am I gonna do with 8+ fish that's gonna get 2 feet or better? If you've ever looked at koi fish prices, yeah, an 8-inch koi, right, can go anywhere from $100 to $400 depending on the type. I mean, with any fish, you got, you know, this person over here, he's got championship bloodlines, so they call him. Don't ask me, because listen, first of all, everybody knows I can't say Latin names. Don't expect me to do any differently when it comes to Asian names. But you got this fish over here, it's called this bloodline, and they're charging more money. And then there's this fish over here that's not so in 1 year, these fish can be 100, 200, 300. I mean, I've seen some that were like full grown go for like $2,000. So I don't really foresee me having problems selling them. In fact, I foresee me turning a profit selling them. Originally my idea was, oh, when this koi gets too big, I'll just take them back to Dan and get a couple more smaller ones instead. No, I don't think I'm gonna be doing that, Dan. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna make a little change. I'm not doing this for the money. I have them. That's how I'm gonna do them. This aquarium is very satisfying to me. I think that if you were looking for something beautiful, something unique, you might want to think about getting koi, butterfly koi, in your home aquarium. Big dummy!